Hello everyone, and today I have crafted a blow dart gun that's self-propelled for around $15. This thing is satisfying to point and shoot, but I'm pretty sure it's out of the air. Give it a go. Oh, there we go, it works. It's sort of silenced, it's not super silenced though. Let's see if I can get another shot. Ooh, that's not a sound you want to hear. It's got a silencer that's detachable. I did have strings tied onto this thing so that it could be mounted to the ceiling as an anti-personnel sentry dart cannon thing. The plan was like, you trip a tripwire trying to go into my room to take my candy, and then this thing just goes and like a little tranquilizer dart hits you with some of that good stuff, and you go for a night-night, and then I come back and you wake up in Australia with no memories of what happened, and just a little card that says that you messed up in a previous life. I'm of course joking. I'm joking, that was a joke for legal reasons. Anyway, we have this little silencer detachable thing. This takes off quite a bit of the sound, making it a little bit quieter. It's not perfect because it's only got one little cover and I didn't put any like proper chambers in the middle, but it does absorb a lot of the gas before it leaves the barrel and reduces the sound quite a little bit. I don't have a decimal meter to prove that. You're just going to have to trust me. This is the barrel, which was some random piece of PVC pipe that I got from a recycling store. The popsicle sticks from my favorite ice creams have become the frame, along with this random tape. And this string here, I really don't need this on here anymore. This was literally just so that I could hang it as a sentry dart from the ceiling, but it took ages to clean the sticky tape off because it was really sticky and gross and annoying, and I wouldn't recommend it actually. Over here we have my little deodorant can of Lynx, which I have hot glued to the side of two bean tins. Actually no, I'm pretty sure they were fruit salad. Two fruit salad tins facing each other with another fruit salad tin binding them as a thermal insulator so that it doesn't heat up the Lynx can, causing it to explode accidentally if you fire it too many times. This is just a little pipe fitting where I have put a kiwi blue water bottle lid on the top so that you can seal it back up. If you do not put the lid back on here, none of the force will go into launching the dart and it will just do nothing, which is really annoying. This is the emergency breech. I haven't used this more than once. You can sort of unscrew this screw and peel this plastic back and then like put a dart in or pull a dart out if it jams. There's two little DIY nails super good at the bottom of here which stop the dart from flying back into the blast chamber. And this is one of those little blue flame lighters. I believe this was around like $5 or $7. Overall, it all worked out around $15, considering that most of this is just salvaged garbage. An old duct tape roll is the handle, with 3 electrical tape rolls wrapped around the bottom here. And that's pretty much it. It's very simple, very straightforward, not a particularly difficult build. This string is driving me nuts. I've got to remove it. It's super annoying. Here we go, get my little scissors out. Just give me a second, bear with me here. I'm trying to remember while I'm talking about this where I put the dart, because I only made one dart, which isn't a great, amount of darts. I should have definitely made more darts, but I only made one. And while I'm monologuing, I'm in the background trying to process the memory of where I left that dart. I'm pretty sure it's in the recycling. Is it in the recycling? Yeah. Dang it, come on. Oh, I lost it. It's gone. The dart is gone. Anyway, basically, the projectile that this thing takes is just a piece of... Is that blurry? Why is it so blurry? I'm sorry, I've got to refocus the camera lens. Anyway, the projectile that this thing shoots is essentially just a little piece of paper wrapped into a cone with a nail pushed through it and some super glue put in the back. It goes pretty fast, as you can see on the dent in my door. It is basically a long-range nail gun. Not as powerful as your regular CO2 canister nail gun, because obviously the blast chamber's size is only 2 bean tin cans, and the accelerant is just like Lynx combusting, so it's not great. You can hear this little thing firing. That's the blue flame torch going off. You basically just put a little burst of gas in here, and then you press the trigger, and as you can hear, it sort of just goes whoop. The downside of this thing is you do sort of have to clear the barrel out. If it's a windy night, you can definitely clear the barrel a lot faster. But to clear it, you just sort of have to give it a little kiss. You just gotta... Oh, it smells disgusting. And that pumps all of the expelled, all the little gases out of them. And you just give it a little burst, and it's ready to fire again. Okay, that was the sad, most pathetic blast I've ever heard. Actually, that was terrible. But you can get quite a few shots out of this thing. You can fire it pretty rapidly if you've got the lungs for it. I must admit that kissing this thing does remind me a little bit of licking that stuff that they put on your fingernails so you don't suck your thumb when you're a kid. And that it feels like it's giving you cancer and slowly killing you. One thing that I sometimes do is blow a balloon up and then put it over the top, and then that seems to clear it out really well. Unfortunately, my only pink balloon popped, so I have to do it by manual blowing. Anyway, once that's done, let's go ahead and do this. Hopefully that's enough. It's probably not enough, but I'm just going to try it anyway. Oh, look at that. There's a little plasma ball fired at the end there. You can hear it. It's kind of silenced, like it explodes, and then it sort of wants to make a bang, but then this little silencer, this little silencer absorbs a lot of the shock wave and just sort of contains it, which makes for nice stealthy sniping. Anyway, it's my little budget Lynx can sniper rifle with a silencer, which definitely does not have very good range. The best thing this is probably good for is office warfare. Like, perhaps Gerald from accounting has been annoying you all week by constantly taking your stapler and forgetting to put it back where it's supposed to go. Perhaps you could construct this in order to rapidly deliver your opinions to his monitor from the other side of the accounting building. Probably not something that you should do. Definitely not advising you to do that. Just a little made-up fictional story for your entertainment. Anyway, I shall see you in the next one, if you stick around. And if not, then toodaloo goodbye. Yeah, I'll see you later. Goodbye.
Just full of aces, heavy like gold. Every little secret in the slot I hold. If you get close, better know your place. Turn around and shoot for 450 pace. Just full of aces, locked in tight. Everything I built.
This thing is satisfying to point and shoot, but I'm pretty sure it's... Oh, there we go, it works. It's sort of silenced, it's not super silenced though. Let's see if I can get another shot. Ooh, that's not a sound you want to hear.